Hi everybody, welcome back to my video. Yeah, it's a Friday. I know. It's June 27th. Today is actually the 7th anniversary of an accident that I was involved in. I don't know if I talked about it on the channel before, but usually I'm pretty off on this day. So hopefully I can manage to, not be off or not seem off today as I go over what I've done. Yeah. It actually started as a pretty good day. Okay, so on the stitching front, the whip go numbers for July were called. They are 2 and 16, meaning 200 stitches and 1600 stitches. So, pretty good. If you can see a little, it's weird, but in some angles, my face seems to have orange marks around it, around the lips. So just ignore them. It's the light. Yeah, and Fox has not been changed or advanced upon since the last time I shared a progress update. So I will share Pokemon, and the whip go numbers are going to be done on Pokemon. So Pokemon is currently at 84,017 stitches, which is 59.28%. I am literally reading this off the phone, off the app. And I did move the frame. And I'm not gonna, I will. Okay. So this is where we at the moment. We have the entire Abra line mostly finished. And we have almost the entire Machop line. It's gonna take a couple diagonals to finish it though. And in 2 of the diagonals, I kind of forgot I was doing a diagonal and that it had to end at a certain place. And I kind of moved on. I kind of kept stitching beyond the place that I should not have. So let's see if I can find it. So one is here, the brown stitches, and the other one is these green stitches here. So I will have slightly less than a diagonal. Sorry. On those 2 diagonals when I get to the next one, and that will only be after I finish this section and then finish Fox, and then go back for the next section on Pokemon. I think it will be longer, bigger. So right now it ends at 300 stitches long, and I think I'll do 5 boxes of 10 by 10 in the next section to get it to 350 stitches long. And I'm going with the same length of diagonals for the entire width of it. There's a little bit more to go. Let's see. I am at... So the diagonal I'm working on now started at 140 and goes all the way to 160. And it's not... Let's see how long it is. I think it's 310. 300 exactly. So we're at about almost halfway. So it's like we're getting pretty close. So that's good. That's good. So after I finish with Fox, I will move on to I'm not actually sure, either Winx or the Disney Princess mural. The dog just went in the doggy door. But I don't know. I'm not actually sure if it's going to be Winx or mural, because Winx has less stitches, but mural is technically stitched in 15 different pieces, with each piece amounting to about 11 to about 6%-ish, and each piece could be a whole section, which heavily leaning towards just doing that, but I don't know. So if you have any ideas, let me know. Mainly because I don't know, I might have both of them on the rotation, and but I don't know. So if you have any ideas, let me know. And if you have any ideas on the sections of Winx, let me know as well. And I will share starting points when I do go back to those, be it in video form or in a picture. And yeah, fun. So on the writing front, because Dirty Deals is a focus piece, I guess, I haven't really touched on the Cloverdales or Young Love. I think I could just erase the both of them from my list of stuff to talk about. And on Dirty Deals, I finished a scene and I started another one, and I'm currently in the middle of that. And over the last week, I kind of got reminded of an old passion project that I wanted to do, and I kind of reworked stuff. And now, instead of a fan Pokemon game, which is what I thought at the beginning, I'm just gonna fix my absolute favorite Pokemon game that has a lot of issues. It's considered one of the worst games in the series. It's X and Y. And I've been watching a few YouTubers, or I guess PokeTubers, try to figure out what the issue is and fix the issue, and there are a few issues. So one PokeTuber that I liked, his ideas, he fixed all the battles, so they're a little harder. And another one fixed the Pokedex issue, which also was an issue. My hair is kind of wavier than usual today. It's because I took a shower earlier, and for some reason it kind of stuck with the waves. You can see it more towards the ends. But this little patch of skin, it's because of that. Yeah, so I started doing research for the game, basically doing rewriting the Bulbapedia walkthrough, and then editing it to match what those PokeTubers were talking about. I asked permission, I got permission to use their ideas for this, and sorry, since I don't have any, like my laptop cannot load any game making softwares, and I do not know how to hack a 3DS ROM. So right now I'm just going to focus on the research and the story that's going to accompany it, because every official game has a manga that accompanies it, and mine is not going to be a manga, but it's going to be a story, a normal written prose story that will accompany it. I will try to use the characters from the actual games if I can, but if I can't, That's why. I'm also going to give a different background to the main character, or slightly different background to the main character. Yeah, that is in the plans. And I am currently basically splitting my free time between stitching and writing down the research. So yeah, I'm having a lot of fun doing that. I'm really enjoying it. I did want to talk to you last week about the charting creations patterns that I won. I will just remind you that I won March 1st, March 21st, and April 25th. I have yet to receive the charts. And I asked the person who was running those raffles how this was going to go, and she did not answer, sorry. There was no reply. So I'm just not gonna, like, the charts that I currently have in my wish list are the 3 that I would like, and I purposely made that that the entire wish list is 3 charts that I would like, and so I don't have to choose which ones, because I can be really picky with what I want to stitch, and these were the 3 that I liked most on their site of their entire selection, and I'm just waiting for them to get them to me somehow. And we'll see when, if and when it gets here. And by here I mean my laptop, I guess. And we'll see when they get there, and I'll mark down the date, and I'll tell you guys in the video immediately following their arrival at my inbox. So I think that's it. Let me know which piece you would like me to replace Fox with after I'm done with it. If you'd like a new start. So I'll consider it. Mainly because every single piece that I want to stitch on is either a Pokemon piece that I will not start until I finish this one, or a Hade piece, which can get really huge. And I'm stitching on 14 count, so they're gonna get really big. And there's another Flosstuber. I'm so sorry about the light. There's another Flosstuber who's doing this really big Hade on 14 count, and it's like, when she shows it, it's like a blanket is sprawled all over her feet, and I'm kind of scared of doing something that big. I do know that there are at least a couple pieces that I have in my stash that I want to stitch that are about the size of Pokemon, so I'll be able to do that instead. But I do have a couple pieces that I really do want to stitch that I will have to see how big they are. Anything bigger than Pokemon, I'm gonna wait until I can buy 18 count and make it a little bit more, I guess, manageable. So anything, let's say, over 350 wide and 500 long, I'm just gonna wait with for the 18 count. Anything that's smaller or on that size, like, that's the maximum that I'm gonna stitch. So we'll see. Well, let me know which piece you're gonna want to see again, or if you'd like me to have a new start. I am considering having a new start. Just, a little something to add to the rotation. but because the last time that I did a 4 whip rotation, I kind of lost it, completely lost my place, and which is why I decided to do it in sections. So yeah, I will try to, if you want to see all 3 plus when you start, I will write those things down so I know how often I work on them, or in between videos when I work on more than one piece, I will show it to you. All the pieces that I've worked on for that week. And this is technically next week's video, so yeah. I had the option, and I'm presentable, and I figured, why not? I don't always have the option to be alone in the room and stitch, and, well, not stitch, but show my stitching and my writing to you guys. So yeah, my hair has a little mind of its own. So yeah, let me know if you would like to see Winx and the Princess Mural and a new start, and let me know what you're working on, and like and subscribe and share, and talk to me, seriously. I love to see you guys comment on my videos, and I know not a lot of you are watching, but still, I love to read your comments. It makes my day. It really does. So that is officially everything. Keep on stitching, keep on writing, and I'll see you next time.